started the stream a little bit early, so it's going to be a second before I get really into this here. I'm still doing a little bit of research on some references. So I think today we're gonna start with his arms. I think we're gonna get those out of the way. Look at that janky elbow. That's so stupid. Looks like here, looks like the elbow's built into that part. This is also a good shot of the feet. I like to do the legs after we do the arms. You can see the forearm, his left forearm. Gives you a good idea of the shape, how square it is. Also that humongous elbow. Let's go back to this one. Yeah, so huge. Alright, I think I'm ready to start, and we're 1 minute away from starting, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this off to the side. And let's do what we did today, and yesterday, and copy that cylinder! Yay! And then move it down here. I think, man. So, looking at the proportions on this, hang on. You can see it's shorter than all of these. And right now this is my shortest one, which is supposed to be about the length of that one. So this one may be too long. Or this one may just be too short. I may need, like, this needs to be a lot wider. Move my picture off to the side to see again. That's a bit better. I'm gonna put it down just a little bit. I think that's about right. And this guy. We're gonna leave him that width for now. We're just going to increase the radius. Gonna make it fat. So it's a little bit bigger than that one. which looks about right, honestly. It's the fattest thing. So we'll put that there. And let's start with a box for that one. It's gonna be chamfered whenever she builds it. I don't need to chamfer this box. I don't need to give it rounded edges in 3D. It's just gonna make the pattern more complex. So, man, it's so weird. It's like they just started with a box and then they're like, you know what? A box is good enough. Let's put some other shapes in it just to make it look not like a box. Except for, save this really quick. So there's that little lip. That, okay. That's what that is, and that's not part of the box. It does angle down in. Notice, man, this actually would have looked a lot better if they had rotated his forearms. Because then these would have rotated with it and it would have looked a lot more natural. I don't know why they did that. Why did they do that? That's stupid. Another shot of his arm there. There's a good shot on the outside. So I wonder when they changed the model. So this one has that Y thing going on there, and the other one has more of a pill. This one. Oh, you know what? I bet it's the lighting. You can't see that it does a Y. He's got a little like edge there. It's not even a bump. It's just a piece of foam on top. All right. Well, let's go ahead and turn that off. Move this over here and do that. Let's start with that. And he actually has really narrow arms, so I'm gonna narrow them down a bit. That should be good. Oops. And we're gonna rotate this. By default, it is on this side. And it's even bigger than what it is. Oh my gosh. That or this is smaller. Let's make this just a hair thinner. I don't want to make it too thin. They've got to be able to get their hand through this opening here, which diagonally it'll be larger than what this is, but that might work. I'm going to leave this longer than that hand because I think her arms are longer than this. I have another file in here, Crosshairs, that has her measurements in it that I should have imported. I totally forgot that I had it. This is the one I want. And from the front, let's go back to the other image where he's looking all buff. There's a little bit of an angle there. Kind of like that. I think this side is a bit wider though. Probably like that. That looks better. Okay, and then we need, this is gonna be fun, a sphere. I'm gonna draw it from here. There you go. And I'm gonna go ahead and draw another sphere here. And that's, no, let's do another one here. That should be it. Because he doesn't seem to have one on the back of his arm, but he's got little bulges all over here. Ooh, muscles, you know. That is a sphere that I do not need. There we go. Okay, put these up here. This one's going to be down here. This one's going to be right there. And this one's going to be the same height. Now, this one, radius larger. There you go. Right about there. It just barely kind of comes over the edges a bit. I'm gonna... Oh, you know, I should have reduced the segments on this. Let's put it down to like... We need very few. That should work. 8 should do the trick. That's gonna be like that. I'm pretty sure the inside one is pretty much exactly the same. I could just copy it. Or I could do that. And this one's gonna get squished. So like this one, because we didn't do that, is gonna do that number. And this one is going to do that number there. And then let's work on this one really quick. I think this one's also going to have 8. It's going to... This one's very long as well. I could almost just copy all of these from the same one. This one's going to be right about there. A little bit longer than that. And about there. And that's about the correct width there. So alright, so that one is good. So now we get to play with the rest of the sphere to make them work. So this one is probably the easiest. Let's save. Editable poly. I'm going to go into soft selection again. Because am I not in? There we go. That's gonna go like that. And then same thing on this guy. How much did I have on this one? Does anybody remember? I didn't memorize it. 4, 12, 32. That is different. We're just gonna go with that. I don't know why. I guess because I stretch these differently. It wants to have them at different heights. Alright, this one... I don't know if this intersects with that or not. I have no idea. We're gonna make it even stumpier. We're gonna... No, I should have it there, and then we'll just cut out the center part. Okay. And this guy... This one kind of, you know what, we don't even need that. All we need is... a slice plane. Right there. And we're gonna delete these. Okay, that's how that looks. There's his forearm. There's his weird forearm. I'm gonna have to clip that out. Or I guess... This thing is so big. So unwieldy, it's gonna be annoying. Okay. There's that. I will trust them to make the gloves. They're really simple box gloves. Now this fun upper arm, you guys, that's got this nice bulbous cylinder and then this weird organic shape attached to the outside of it. And it just kind of sits in here because it's weird. It's gonna go up to there. And I'm gonna take a look at his other pictures for his arm because... It's gonna go up to... the middle of that. Like, the thing behind this is his shoulder, and then it just kind of like comes out and does this weird thing. And then this inside half is the only half you see. The outside half is the half with the weird animal leg on it. Okay, need to move around a bit. Let's save. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Meant to do that. Oh well, feels bad, man. Lost an iteration. Alright. I really should look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say 5. This should be correct. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and editable poly. And we're going to grab all of these, move those up, because this one is supposed to be like his bicep. We'll leave it there, and then we're going to do that. Next one's that one. It's a nice little steep boop. Actually, we're going to do these two together. And then we'll fix this. Oh, frag. Look, it's on the other one. I'm going to have to move these closer together. You go here. You go there. And then go up together. A little bit more steep boop. There we go. But I do think I'm going to bring it in again. About like that, I think. This is about right, a little bit bigger. About there. And then I'm going to take a picture. And then it goes back out a little bit again. Here's the weirdest arm, you guys. I like that. Okay, that is his weird arm from the inside. Now, we have this other half that we have going on. I didn't even look at how many sides it had. We're going to take it out of here. I'm going to rotate it because we're going to need an equal divider right there. That's fine. Because I'm splitting this exactly down the center of the cylinder. This is going to be fun, you guys. Okay. I need all of these vertices. I'm going to go like that. And let's see if I have an outside picture of his forearm. I think it's just like dog leg. Okay, so here's the side shape that we have to create. So the front is just going to be like a little swoop to whoop here. And the back is kind of like the back of the leg, I think. And get a drink. So let's start with the front swoop to whoop. Okay, swoop to whoop is partially done. Let's move. Man, how? I need a top-down shot of his shoulder. I think what happens is we're going to take these and we're going to commandeer that one. I think that's the wrong one. No, that's the right one. I'm going to commandeer that one in there. These are going to end up like closing off the top here. We're going to have to add some lines in this cap. We're going to delete that cap actually, just get rid of it for now. Because we're going to have to develop our own polygonal system in there. Okay, and so now with these guys here, let's go ahead and line those up. That's actually about right there. This goes up here. This goes up like that a little bit. I think we're gonna go with that. There's a little swoop to whoop here. And this is supposed to be rounded, so let's commandeer this. And like that. Now I don't think I do actually. I don't want that there. I want, we're going to just manually create these. And then we're going to go into that. Oh, that's right, because that's the side I started from. Okay, that is correct. We need to bring those up a little bit. Okay. There's our weird outside shape that we have to have. Now we can play with this hunk of junk in the middle. This is going to be very interesting. Let's just try to start by lessening some of the strain on these. It's friggin' organic modeling, you guys. This is why I don't like it. You've got to play with every single vertex. And there's just so many vertices too, you know? It's like, really, do you need that many? Like, no, but I want that many. Great. Stupid organic. Okay, I think that looks much better. Alright, so, and we can actually, that looks fairly decent. Assuming he just has a rounded leg like that, we can just leave that be. Wow, that may actually work out. Okay, I thought I was gonna have to sit here and play with this right here, but that looks fine enough to me. That's about where the muscle would be in a real leg, so if that's what it's supposed to emulate, then we're just gonna pretend that's what it's supposed to emulate. I'm gonna take a peek, see if I can see any shots of his outer arm, but I don't think I do. Nope. I have none. Alright, so we're just gonna pretend that's the way it is. That's now canon. Look at his beautiful little puffy leg, little dog leg. Alright, and let's go ahead and cap in the back there. We're gonna need to do this number 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I forgot we had moved that additional piece. We are going to cheat a little bit. We're going to create the worst polygon ever here. This one and that one. There you go. That's how terrible that is. Next up, oops, wrong one. It doesn't bridge if it doesn't make sense. And then before we do that, I need to do this. There we go. Okay. Now bridge that, and we should be good. Nope. Because we're going to need... There's going to be a gap here. This is just a seam, and it's fine. I'm going to actually go back and undo that bridge there. There you go. We don't need it. There's just going to be a seam there. We're just going to live with that. It's not a video game model, so it doesn't need to be perfect. Alright, alright. There's his really weird upper arm. That is now officially what it looks like. And it sinks into his thing like that. Let me take a look again from the muscular pose. Which one's the side view? That one. I think we need to bring this up actually. It's more like... This is so stupid, you guys. I'm gonna have to leave that there because I have to go this, this, that, That's it for that one. It goes up to there, and then we add that, that, go up, grab that one, go up, grab that one. That's about where it needs to be there. Alright, here is this weird, yeah, we have to delete the cap on the bottom too. Yeah, see how it's higher up than the inside. It's so weird. Okay, now we've got to play with this stupid cap on the bottom. Delete that. I hate organics. Have I told you this before? First one's right there. Second, third, fourth, fifth. I actually have to be able to see the vertex. It won't let me click on it if I can't see it. Wrong one. Okay. There's that. Now, we're going to cheat. We're going to leave that unseamed as well. I shouldn't though. Alright, yeah, because I'm going to need, yeah, okay. So what we're going to do then is take that edge, back to vertex, back to target weld. Oh, look at how much nicer that is. Beautiful. Kind of want to leave this bottom edge undone. Because I hate it. Look at how that works out. There you go. That ended up nice. There's a star here. The vertex has a lot more lines coming out of it than it should, but it works. I think we're in a workable position. And what I want to do for the sake of for her costuming, I want to separate this from this and then put a plane on the inside. Let me save, and then I'm gonna take a look at this. I want to I could make the human invisible, make them hide, but I'd have to unfreeze them and do this other stuff. It's not worth it. So now I'm gonna simplify this. Yeah, that's not that's the one I want. Alright, so this one we're going to target weld to that one. And then this is now online. Let's see if I can do this properly. Nope. What I may have to do is move that up. Move that down. And then target weld. Okay, so now I should be able to And then there's a quad and a quad. We still need to fix this bottom part that has all that janky stuff going on. Alright, so this is why you don't do things improperly, children. Let's delete that for now, because we're also going to delete that. I forgot. That gets rid of that. If I... You know what? It's okay if it gets rid of that. Because we're just going to do this. There you go. And now we just have the exposed outside edge there. Alright, so I'm thinking purely from... so in a video game perspective, you actually would want a separate thing here. You'd probably make this an edge so they're not Z-fighting and have the two faces facing away from each other. Or actually, you wouldn't need this inside edge at all unless this piece falls off the character at some point and becomes exposed. But because she's building this, I want a solid piece in here that she can just cut out and have that shape that this attaches on and that this attaches on. So she will have this big cutout. She's going to cut that out first separately. That's her base, and then she's going to cut this out and mold it and shape it and then glue it on to the outside edges of the other one. So that's one piece. And then she's going to cut this out and she's going to attach that onto that. Much, much simpler from a construction perspective. There you go. Okay, so there's that. That is done. Alright, that is his arms. And we'll need to cut out the hole for that because his arm is weird. Man, his arm is weird. I think he has the dog leg hanging off the back of his elbow too. I think he has the paw like hanging off of here. I really don't want to build that. I don't think she wants it either. I mean, who wants that? Because it gets in the way of the wings. I need to look at a toy for this. Hang on. I'm gonna go look up some pictures for the toy. Oh, look, they don't have the dog leg on this 3D model someone made. I'm looking at the pictures that someone else has a model. Oh, no, they do. It's tucked up so it gets in the way of this. They have it tucked up so it's inside of that. Alright, then let me look for the toy. Silverbolt Transformers toy. Oh, I forgot. There's a... Let's do fusers. Silverbolt fusers. Transformers toy. Bird dog. And then we're looking for robot mode images. That's a nice front shot. Yep. And we want a nice side shot that doesn't have his wings in the way. Please. There we go. Yep, his dog leg curls up behind him. I'm gonna ask if they want the dog leg. Let me save this picture for her, actually. It's gonna be pretty hard to see, but... So that's why this little janky little boop is here. The boop, because his dog leg goes whoop and gets in the way. It curves to the the back of his front, his other part of his leg there. The toy images are actually pretty good. For reference, this giant backpack. For now, yes. Okay. So that means I need to make a dog leg. Great. Let's. I do not want to make a dog leg, you guys. Stupid. More organic. More organic trash. Where does... So I'm guessing that this arm here folds up inside the nook. Let me take a look here. I'm guessing this folds up into there, and that space there is occupied by this arm, and then his dog leg just folds out from underneath. That explains why his stupid joint is like that. Now I want to look at the pictures again and see if I can find his dog leg in any of the pictures besides the one. Do they just keep it tucked up the entire time? I think they do. Yeah, it doesn't move with the rest of the arm. Like it should. Okay. So then I need to make a stupid dog leg. They're saying that they might make it really simple and do a flat thing. Let me go back to that side image that had it, that one there. Okay, it's actually fairly simple. What I'm gonna do, we're gonna make a cylinder. We're gonna do this number, not that big. It's maybe about right. I don't know. It's hard to tell from this view. Yeah, that's probably about right. So there's his dog leg right there. We're gonna take, save, edible poly, boop. I'm gonna make this. Actually, I do want that and that, I think. And then we're going to leave this a gentle curve because I'm not really interested in if I make this local. Yep, okay. Nope, that's not what I want. We're just gonna eyeball it then, if it's gonna be weird. And this one and this one are gonna flatten out. Because we're making the bottom of his paw. Look at that, there's the bottom of his paw. We're gonna leave it like that. I think that's gonna be fine. And then I'm going to delete the cap because we're going to extend it like this. This one's going to get reduced a little bit. And then this one is gonna be fun. Let's select these vertices really quick. Here we go. I needed this view. What we're gonna do is think that's gonna stay the same. Go back to this, do this number. Just need to get it out of the way because I'm gonna move all of these vertices. So this one's gonna go like here, I guess. This is where things start to get wonky. And complicated. We're going to be reducing the number of vertices. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring that in. Let's go ahead and weld those two. Stupid dog. Okay, there is our super low poly paw. There's his dog foot. And we need to go on this direction here. There's no easy way to see. I want that's about right, but I want this row here. Brought in like that. There we go. Weird dog paw. And then that flattened out the top a little bit too much, so we're gonna bring that out a little bit more. Like that. I hate this. That's probably fine. Again, it's low poly. There's his stupid paw. All right, now we're just gonna leave this here, I think, because it's gonna rotate in. Like, let's save. It's gonna do this number, and then just sit there. It just sits there. That's all it does. That is the only purpose it serves. It can just sit there and think about what it's done. There is this stupid dog paw. It's probably a little smaller than it should be, but... And this is a little bit too long now that I've moved everything over, so move that down. There. Now dog paw is there. Next up are the legs. I'm gonna take a couple sips while I think about Alright guys, I think I'm gonna take a quick break before we move on to the legs. I'm gonna make sure I save it again. And we'll come back to this in a little bit. I need to stretch my legs and move around.